The Ontario government has released new guidelines on how to co-own a property. It's a creative solution for people otherwise priced out of the sky-high housing market. Joining me now is Sales Representative Leslie Gaynor. Good to have you in studio today.
Morning.
All right, what are the most important things to consider when we're talking about co-ownership?
The entry and the exit. So getting into the co-ownership is easy, getting out is not so easy. So we have to really look at the rules and regulations around lenders, around bylaws, around how many people unrelated can live in a house together. But the getting out is the issue.
What are the big issues? What happens?
Well, what do I do with this? I have this share in a property and nobody recognizes that share. So a lender won't lend somebody else money to buy that share from you. Real estate agents don't like to sell shares of something. So you look at this person who's like, I need to move on, or I want to buy something on my own, and I'm kind of stuck with this.
Yeah, let's talk about a real scenario.
Yeah.
So let's say you go in and you buy a house with a friend.
Yeah.
That friend meets somebody, and now they want to move out and buy their own house with their partner. And then what are you sort of stuck with? I mean, and you can't afford to buy them out.
Well, again, there's value there. There's a value in your share. But the issue is that we don't have lenders who will then lend somebody, like a mortgage, because mortgages are 100% on the house and 100% on each one of us, regardless of if you only own 50%. So you end up with some difficulties about being able to finance that purchase of a share of a property. I think, though, as things become more and more heated and people are more and more interested in co-ownership, there will be a product that will be developed eventually to help people do this.
So what kind of changes would you like to see?
Well, I think the big change is that people recognize it as a really valuable opportunity and option, and that lenders then create a product that allows more than 4 people to be on a mortgage. I also think the big change on bylaws and zoning, allowing people to choose to live in homes that don't fall under rooming house bylaws.
So in your world, I mean, how often does this co-ownership conversation happen?
I talk about it all the time.
Really?
And I have about 80% of my client base right now is co-owning or looking to co-own.
80%?
80%.
So we're also talking about multi-generational too. So parents helping.
Multi-generational, young families. I mean, young families who are trying to get into the market. I mean, being a tenant right now is pretty scary.
Yeah, let's talk about how tough it is to get into the market. I mean, when you look at the hot housing market, of course, in Toronto.
I mean, not only is it the price of the home, the land transfer tax, the down payment, the stress test, all of those things add up and become a bit of a block. I think the other big issue, though, is that people are also fighting other systemic problems, lack of childcare, lack of care for seniors. So they're trying to find creative ways to address those lack in services.
So when we talk about creative ways, what sort of setups are we looking at?
Well, let's take a multi-generational family. You know, you've got a parent who might be aging, who actually may need care. Not medical care, but just some care. You've got a young child, hard to find childcare. You put that together, you can often negotiate a good solution. Mom needs a little extra help doing grocery shopping and can look after the child during the day, and they're all under one roof. So you save on grocery shopping, you can prepare meals together. I mean, that's one. And then young families, social contracting, childcare as well.
And what's your best advice for somebody looking to co-own at this point?
Be smart.
Be smart.
Get good advice. Make sure that you see a lawyer, and to make sure that you have all the conversations that you need to have with the people you're co-owning.
And that exit strategy
and
conversation
exit strategy
has to happen.
is so important. Absolutely.
All right, we run out of time. Our exit strategy is we gotta go.
Gotta go.
Leslie, we gotta get on with
And you don't have to buy me out.
I know.
You just have to tell me to go.
Well, I want you to stick around so I can chat with you after. We're gonna head over to Ben right now. Thank you.
Thanks.
I've always wanted to be someone's exit strategy.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.